Welcome back to Royal Chronicles, the channel where palace whispers meet powerful truths, and where every royal move is examined between the lines. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join our growing community of royal watchers who refuse to take headlines at face value. Now, let me ask you something. What happens when a king wants reconciliation, but a queen wants control? What if the biggest obstacle standing between King Charles and Prince Harry isn't distance, pride, or even the past, but the woman standing beside the throne? Tonight, we're unpacking explosive claims circulating among royal insiders and commentators, claims that Queen Camilla is quietly, strategically, and persistently chipping away at any possibility of Prince Harry being welcomed back into the royal fold. Some critics are using shocking language, calling her power-crazed, even a tyrant. But where is this coming from? And more importantly, is there truth behind the whispers? Stay with us, because this story gets far more complicated than you might expect. Since ascending the throne, King Charles has projected one consistent image: stability. Continuity. A monarchy that survives by softening its sharpest edges. And yet, beneath that calm exterior lies a deeply personal conflict: his fractured relationship with his youngest son, Prince Harry. Multiple royal commentators have suggested that Charles, the father, remains emotionally open to reconciliation, even if Charles, the monarch, must tread carefully. There have been subtle signs, carefully chosen phrases in speeches, a noticeable refusal to completely shut the door, and reports, that Charles has privately expressed sadness over the ongoing estrangement. But here's the problem: every king may wear the crown, but no king rules alone. And this is where Queen Camilla enters the picture. For years, Queen Camilla was portrayed as the monarchy's most patient survivor. The woman who endured public scorn. The outsider who waited decades for legitimacy. But power changes people, or at least, reveals them. Since becoming queen, Camilla's role has noticeably expanded. She is no longer just a supportive spouse. She is a central figure in royal decision-making, particularly when it comes to image, legacy, and internal loyalty. Royal experts point out that Camilla is fiercely protective of King Charles, but also deeply wary of anything that could destabilize his reign. And in her eyes, Prince Harry represents exactly that risk. Let's be clear, this isn't just about hurt feelings. From Camilla's perspective, according to commentators, Harry has publicly criticized the institution. He has challenged royal narratives. And he has shown he's willing to speak, repeatedly and emotionally, about private family matters. To someone whose entire royal identity was built on discipline, discretion, and endurance, Harry's openness isn't bravery. It's danger. Sources aligned with palace watchers claim that Camilla views any renewed closeness between Charles and Harry as a potential media storm, a reopening of old wounds, and a direct threat to the carefully curated image of a united monarchy. So the strategy, critics say, isn't confrontation. It's erosion, a quiet wearing down of the idea that Harry should be invited back at all. No slammed doors, no dramatic ultimatums, just subtle influence. Royal analysts suggest this chipping away happens through raising concerns about timing, questioning Harry's intentions, emphasizing public backlash, and quietly reframing reconciliation as a risk rather than a healing gesture. Each conversation doesn't say no. It says, not now. And, not now, repeated enough times, becomes never. Critics argue this is where the power-crazed label comes from, not cruelty, but control. Control over access, control over narrative, control over who belongs inside the royal circle, and who remains outside. There's another layer people don't talk about enough. Prince Harry has never hidden his complicated feelings toward Camilla. In past interviews in his memoir, he spoke of pain, resentment, and emotional confusion surrounding his father's remarriage. That history matters. Royal commentators suggest Camilla has not forgotten, or forgiven, that scrutiny. And now, with her position secure, she may feel no obligation to make space for someone who once questioned her role so publicly. Is it personal, or is it political? In royal circles, those two things are rarely separate. Here's the tragedy at the heart of it all. King Charles may genuinely want peace, but peace comes at a cost. Inviting Harry back risks angering senior royals, reigniting public controversy, undermining the authority Camilla has worked so hard to establish. And so, Charles hesitates. Not because he doesn't care, but because every step forward could unravel something else. This is how influence works at the highest level. Not with force, but with friction. The public, meanwhile, is split right down the middle. Some see Queen Camilla as a stabilizing force, a realist protecting the crown, a woman who understands the consequences of chaos. Others see her as cold, calculating, and determined to reshape the monarchy without Harry in it. The phrase, power-crazed tyrant, may be extreme, but it reflects the depth of emotion surrounding this family fracture. Will King Charles eventually override the resistance and extend an olive branch? Or will Queen Camilla's quiet influence continue to narrow Harry's path home until it disappears entirely? One thing is clear, this isn't just a family dispute. It's a battle over the future shape of the monarchy. And every silence, every delay, every missed invitation tells its own story. Reconciliation doesn't always fail with a dramatic argument. Sometimes, it fades, slowly, politely, and permanently. And as the world watches King Charles's reign unfold, one question refuses to go away. Is the door to Prince Harry truly closed? Or is someone quietly holding it shut? If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe to Royal Chronicles, give this video a thumbs up, and share your thoughts below. Is Queen Camilla protecting the crown, or controlling it? Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and keep watching The Crown.